Hey viewers, my name's Kara, and I'm going to cover a few short little fun-ish things in this video. At least I think they're fun. This is sort of a video about why I don't do readings, and also sort of a video about how I do them, and about why I don't like video requests. So there's a lot in this video. So sometimes people message me or leave me comments on YouTube asking me to do a video about something, and sometimes it's, hey, I saw a video about something else that you did. Could you do a video elaborating a little bit more on it, or could you do a little more on this aspect of it, or hey, you have said that you do this, could you do a video about it? But other times it's something that I have never said I do, I have never said I have any knowledge of, I've never said I was interested in it, and I think people kind of just assume that because I'm a witch, I do all of these things that witches do, or something. And so maybe it's a stereotype thing, or I don't know, I don't really know what it is, but sometimes they just make me laugh because I'm like, why would you think that I could do a video about that? So this is kind of half both of those things. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. Someone left a comment on my channel asking if I could do readings for my viewers as like a fun thing. And that's not completely off the wall, because I have told you guys that I read oracle cards and that I'm learning tarot cards and things like that. So it's not completely left field, but I have never said that I do readings for other people, and I don't. I have never done a reading for another person, I don't think. Well, I think back in high school I had a friend, when I was first learning my deck, I had a friend who was interested in it, and so we did readings for each other with my deck, looking out of the book and just kind of trying to familiarize ourselves with it. But other than that, I mean, I've never sat down and given a person a reading. Never. And I've never gotten a reading from anyone but my mother and my cousin once a very, very long time ago, because she was learning and she just wanted to familiarize herself by doing it for me. I don't really know why. It's not really a thing that I've ever wanted to jump into. I guess for me it's one of those things that I'm weird. There are several things in my practice that I'm like this with. It's one of those things where I take it seriously enough for myself that I don't want to jump into it before I feel that I'm actually going to be doing anyone a service. And it's also something that really I know that I'm not bad at it. I think I'm good at it. Symbolism is one of the things that I think I've always been able to pick up on really well. I consider it one of my best skills, but I still don't feel comfortable putting it out there. And maybe it's because I know a lot of people who do readings. First of all, I know a lot of people who do readings who are just brilliant at it. They're wonderful. And then I also know people who do readings and put themselves out there as readers who are terrible at it, in my opinion. And so I guess I just want to be sure before I do things. So I've never done readings for other people, so that request made me laugh a little bit. But today I want to do something kind of fun, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a reading. All of you, my viewers in general. I'm going to do a couple readings for my viewership. So this is going to be just for fun. So the first deck I want to use is a new deck that I got. These are both oracle decks, by the way. I am not familiar with the entire tarot system yet. I could probably do a reading with just the major arcana, but I'm only partway through familiarizing myself with the minor arcana and how I feel about it and what the symbolism means to me and things like that. So this is a deck that my mom recently gave me. It's called the Celtic Messages, and it is specifically for Celtic culture, and the symbols on the cards have meanings that are dependent on what those things meant to the Celts. So for this one I will be double checking just with the book to make sure that whatever I get out of it does have to do with the culture and what it's supposed to mean in context. But I've done a few readings with this deck so far. Actually, the last one I think I did was for my mother, but it wasn't like with her sitting in front of me. I just did a reading for her on my own, and then I told her about it later. And then right before that, in the same sitting, I did a reading for our dog, Zeus, just before he passed away. Here we go. So with the Celtic Messages deck, I'm just going to do a simple past, present, future. And in my head, what I'm looking for is just a characterization of my viewers over all of the time that I've been making videos. My viewers as they were in the past, my viewers now, and the viewers that I will have, or how my viewers will be in the future. This deck is put into 4 suits. There are animal totems, places that were sacred in Celtic culture, tools like items, and then deities. So I don't know what I'm gonna get here, but we'll see. Present, I choose my cards by putting my hand over them and feeling the energy where it pulls me to. And then I double check it. I always go over the entire deck again to make sure that's really the one that I want. Move them around, do it again to make sure it's really that card. I also only have a few minutes on the camera right now, so I'm trying to do it quickly. Past, present, future. Okay, your past, all of you. Past is the hearth fire, which symbolizes family support and nourishment. Aw, you guys. That's adorable. So my viewers in the past have been like a family, have been completely supportive of me, and more importantly, the keyword, there are keywords on the cards. The word nourishment, that my viewers in the past are the reason that I have become what I am now, because without you feeding that fire and my passion for doing videos, what would there be? Why, why would I even be doing it? So that's really clear for me, that my viewers in the past are really food for the monster that this has become. And the present card is the roundhouse, which symbolizes home, family, and nurturing, is what it says. I don't really know much specifically about the roundhouse in Celtic culture, so I'm going to look it up. The cozy, comfortable, if sometimes crowded roundhouse sheltered the whole family with the hearth fire at its center and beds around the walls. There was little privacy, but a great sense of togetherness. That's perfect, because you guys know things about my life, and I don't know things about yours, so there are at times less privacy than others, but we're together. In the spread, it says home is right where your heart is, and you feel content. And to feel content, you need to spend time there. If you live with your family, this is a good time to reestablish bonds of old grievances. A sense of rootedness will make the trials of daily life easier. Okay, so that's really getting at an individual type thing. So in the sense of this being a reading for all of my viewers and the role that my viewers play, I think it just has to do with that earlier part. My viewership has become like a family. And we're all here together, and you guys, it doesn't matter what I post next, it's going to be interesting to you and you enjoy it, which I cannot be more thankful for. Your future card is the dolmen. This is the card, it was calling out to me from the deck, and immediately I passed my hand over it and it was like pulling, and I thought, wow, that's really strong, let me double check. I checked the entire rest of the deck. I moved the cards around this one, this is the back of them. I moved the cards around to make sure I moved this one to a different position, kept coming back to it. It's the dolmen. Mysteries and the other world. The future of my viewership is the dolmen. Well, on the surface, this card to me represents just that I can't really know what my viewership is going to be like in the future. It's a mystery. I can't know because it hasn't happened yet. I don't know who's going to join us, who's going to leave us, how you guys are going to change and evolve, how my channel is going to change and evolve, which is going to influence you. And it's an entirely other world. But I don't remember what the dolmen symbolizes either, so I'm going to look it up real quick for a little bit of context. Oh, this says it also symbolizes discovery, but that was not on the card. The dolmen is a table stone, a flattish rock supported by several uprights with a space underneath that served as a burial chamber before the earth covering it was washed away. Oh, okay, so the dolmen is a doorway to a burial mound. I have seen burial mounds. They predate Celtic times, but they were objects of great mystery and awe to the Celts. They symbolize the entrance to Anwen. I can't pronounce that, but it's the other world. The blessed land of eternal youth where the dead wait ready for their rebirth. And in the spread, this card indicates that you're seeking a deeper meaning to life, debating whether to start exploring the mystical spiritual side of your nature. Remember, wow, okay, that makes sense as to anybody who's going to come to my channel, because a lot of people tend to find my channel when they are starting to explore the things that I make videos about, such as spirituality and religion and paganism. So people who are debating whether to start exploring the mystical spiritual side of their nature will be joining us. Isn't that exciting? Remember, the unknown is only a source of anxiety when you seek to avoid it. Face up to the challenge and it can be a source of empowerment. So that is your quick Celtic Messages reading. And that's what I get out of it. My viewership was my support to get where I am now. Now we're like a tight-knit little family, and more people are going to be joining us who are looking for a sense of shared journeying, I think, is what this is saying. Let me check my time. Okay, I'm running out of time on the camera, so I picked the next 3 cards. Why does this look really far over? I picked the next 3 cards, but I haven't turned them over yet, so now I'm going to turn them over. Here are your cards. This is the Fairy Ring Oracle deck that I read. So, past, present, future. Okay, cute. Your past card is Jack Frost. This is actually really hard because I am the least familiar with the winter season suit of my cards because I was learning them in order. Okay, I had to look him up to remind myself, and Jack symbolizes sudden unexpected changes, minor setbacks, chaos, illnesses, accidents, and mishaps, and it may represent a real person, which is someone with very strong opinions whose views shift from day to day. So based on that, I understand exactly why that card was chosen, because my viewership is made up of a bunch of different people, and you all have very strong opinions, but they all vary because you're different people. So I'm doing this for a group, and so the results are coming out differently. But that's what it says to me about the past of my viewership, and the present is another card that I have always had trouble remembering what it means. It's a character called Tidimon. Tidimon, I don't really know how to say his name. He's also a knave. Your first two cards are knaves of the court, which is like the knight in tarot. Tidimon is a character, I remember this one because he leads you through the fog, is what the picture says to me. He's a kind person who leads you through things, and in the negative aspect, it could be someone who's trying to lead you away from something that they feel that you shouldn't really be going into, but really they don't always know what's exactly best for you. So what this tells me about my present viewership is just that you're all really kind and caring, and you want to help, and you want to help me get through these things, even if you don't necessarily know the whole story. And the future is a card that I love so much. It's the brownie, and I know this one very well. The brownie represents the home and the family and just caring for each other. And so as your future card, that says to me that this is going to continue in the way that it has been, and we're only going to get closer, and it's only going to be even more fun. I probably only have a minute left in this video, so I hope you enjoyed that. I thought I would do it for fun. And so while I will not do readings for people at this time, I hope that that was fun and a good substitute. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Blessed be, don't forget to be awesome, and goodbye.